some excitement today.
Yeah, not exactly the excitement that you want, but it's got a happy ending, so that's the important part.
Welcome back, guys, to No Sticks, No Bricks.
Yeah, we are still here in Yosemite National Park at the Thousand Trails, just right outside the west entrance. And we are going to start this video off with checking out some giant sequoia trees.
Yep, it was Mother's Day.
It was Mother's Day.
So we decided to do some hiking and exploring of the park. So
yeah, so check this out. It's pretty cool. All right, we are getting ready to go see some giant sequoia trees. This is something that my dad has always wanted to go see, so we're definitely going to get some footage, send it to him. Hopefully he can make it out here and check these out. A little chilly today though, huh?
yeah, it's cold. I've got a long sleeve shirt on and a vest, and I'm actually still got some goosebumps.
Yeah, it's high 40s right now, and it's, what, about 10 o'clock in the morning?
10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so we got here early to try to beat the crowd, and it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Happy Mother's Day to our mothers as well. We released last week's video on Mother's Day and completely forgot to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day. Yeah. We even said before we started videoing, let's make sure we remember to wish all the mothers a happy Mother's Day, and we spaced it. So we're playing catch up. Happy Mother's Day, every mother out there.
Love you, moms.
Love you, moms. So make sure when you get to the split in this road, about a mile or so into the trail, that you take a left. The sign is down right now anyway, so it was a little confusing on whether you continue to go straight or take a left, but we figured it out. You take a left, and then it's all downhill from there.
No matter how hard you seem to try, life is taking a turn. Together with you, we move the
world. Those things are huge.
It's massive.
Holy cow. I've seen pictures of these giant sequoias where they cut them out and you can drive a car through them. It's insane. I want to see one that big. These trees behind us are big.
They're huge, massive.
Holy cow. So this is the Merced Grove of the giant sequoia trees. So basically you park at the Merced Grove parking lot, which is only, what, 5 miles past the park entrance, the west entrance. So the ranger said it was about a mile hike back here from the parking lot. It's more like 2 miles. And also it's a lot of downhill on the way down to the Grove, and then all uphill on the way back. So just be prepared for that. It's not too bad though. I mean, it's a gradual slope, but you know, it's not flat. So just be prepared for that. But check these out. They're so cool. I mean, dang.
living uphill.
Woo. Yeah, this whole all uphill on the way back. I mean, we're in fairly good shape.
Yeah.
Hey, round is a shape.
I mean, we're active. We do a lot of hiking and
Oh yeah.
walking, but
This is, feels pretty good. Get the old ticker going. Those trees were ginormous.
they were very big, yes.
However, if you stick around at the end of this video, we found some bigger ones.
Yes.
Yeah, even bigger than those.
Massive.
So after checking out the sequoia trees, we decided to go check out a couple waterfalls close by.
Yeah, that were on the way out of the park that we have seen before, but we never really were able to stop because we were in the truck or the e-bikes were already loaded up on some of our other
Right.
videos. So it was Mother's Day and I didn't want to go back to the camper yet. So we decided to do some more exploring.
On the way back, it's
On the way back, yeah, it snowed. We kind of experienced like all 4 seasons
In one day.
In one day, there was like spring, summer, fall, and winter all in like one day. Cause
chilly morning, nice warm afternoon, and then later in the afternoon it just turned.
And then once we got back to the campground and ate dinner and everything that evening, like the sun was out and it was beautiful again.
All right, so let's go to the footage of the waterfalls. They're pretty spectacular in Yosemite, and there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Well, we survived Snowmageddon. It wasn't much.
Wasn't much. So that night we relaxed, and the next day, you know, we got sick of eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and we needed some necessities, so we decided that we would go into Groveland to get some groceries because they had a grocery store there.
We're going to show you what that's like because there's really not a lot of options out here in Yosemite. We're really out in the middle of nowhere. So check this place out, and it actually might surprise you a little bit.
Yeah, it was better than expected.
It was. So we are going to the closest town to the Thousand Trails Yosemite Park, and it's about 25 minutes away.
Yeah, about that.
It's called Groveland, California, and we're gonna go see what kind of grocery store they have.
Yeah, 'cause
we're getting low on supplies.
Low on supplies, we did go to the camp store here and got milk and bread. So we got some sandwiches yesterday, but we need some dog food and some other stuff.
Yeah.
So
we'll go check this little place out for you and kind of show you and let you know like what kind of things they have.
And prices.
Yeah.
As a camp store, we get 10% off if you show your Thousand Trails card.
Right,
but,
right.
We'll just see how the prices compare to in town.
Also, we're going to show you a sweet little pull-off right outside the park that has super fast, at least AT&T cell coverage.
Cell coverage.
It was over 100 megabits to download. So we've been going there to uploading videos and checking stuff, but we're going to show you where that's at. It's right outside the park.
And also, the last 2 days, don't know what it is, but actually the campground Wi-Fi that you pay for has actually been working.
Yeah.
Like, we streamed some movies last night.
It's working on our TV really good, but like not on our phones or laptops, but on the TV for some reason, it's working great. We're not trying to jinx it. So.
Exactly. And it's kind of been nice because it's been really, well, it's not been really cold, but it's cold.
Oh, it was 30 degrees this morning when we got up. Yeah. I'm surprised the water wasn't frozen.
Yep. So kind of yesterday we kind of were lazy and watched some movies and some shows, and we didn't have to like download them from our phone or anything.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. We're actually getting what we're paying for.
Yeah. We'll see what happens
What a
over the
concept.
next couple days here, though. All right. tonight, so this should be interesting.
This doesn't look real big, does it?
No, not
What?
real big, but hopefully it
This
has
is
what we
it.
need.
This is as close as you can get, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, not too bad of a selection here. They're a little pricey, as you would imagine, based on location. Location.
$4.49. Gracious. Well.
Did you find your favorite aisle?
I found I can never find these anywhere.
Oh, Stella Rosa in a can?
The black and a can.
Yeah. Nice.
They have other flavors,
Look at that.
but
Uh-oh.
that's my favorite.
Well, that was, what, 170 bucks
Yeah.
for this little...
Little 1, 2, 3. It's for a couple. But I mean,
Location.
we bought a lot of store brand stuff.
Yeah. Now we got enough food to last us for the rest of the time we're here.
We did get everything that we needed at the grocery store. There were a few things that that were on my wish list for groceries that I didn't get there just because of the price. But
But the selection actually was pretty good compared, for a tiny little town.
yeah, for a tiny little town, you could get everything you needed there. They had actually their liquor selection was probably. I thought that was one of the biggest parts.
Right, and we may have purchased
We may
some
have
of
purchased
that.
a few of those items, but
And the next day, we decided that we were going to try to do a hike, and we really wanted to go on a hike.
Mm-hmm.
But with very limited internet here at Yosemite Lakes, it's hard to research hikes very thoroughly. So, so we found one, and it started out great. The first couple hundred yards.
So the hike, can't remember the name of it. We'll put it at the end of the, somewhere in the video here. But it said it was supposed to be a moderate hike, somewhat easy. But you had to go, to get to that part of the easy hike, you had to go through a strenuous hard hike to get to it. So there's no just off the beaten path trails that we could find.
So that hike quickly turned into a rock climbing experiment, which we don't have any experience
And
at.
that was horrible.
I found a perfect girl. She's from another world. She puts a smile on my face and takes me to outer space. She takes me higher. Now I'm losing ground. Starlight shines over you tonight. Oh, tonight. 'Cause in the city
So we just turned around, went back down to the parking lot, and ended up going into the Yosemite Village again.
Yep.
And kind of hiking around. There's a perimeter trail that goes all the way around Yosemite Village.
Mm-hmm.
So we hiked around that and, just checked out some sights.
We found Housekeeping Camp.
That's right.
So we just happened to be walking by, had a river go through it. It looked really pretty, so we thought we'd check it out. You'll see that in the video. You can rent them.
Yeah, they're kind of like a quasi cabin / tent hybrid type of thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of open with a curtain that you would pull for privacy, but it's got a roof and it's a little bit more hard sheltered, but.
I found a perfect girl. She's from another world. She puts a smile on my face and takes me to.
Well, we had to hit up the Mariposa grove of the large sequoias to see if we can find those sequoias that you can drive through.
Ground, starlight shines over you tonight, oh tonight, 'cause in the city.
So pro tip, we just found out, if you have the America the Beautiful Pass with the disabled veteran or disabled marking on it, then you're allowed to drive back to the Grove, because once you get to the parking lot, it's a 2-mile hike back to the Grove, just to get to the beginning of the Grove, and another mile-ish to get kind of to the iconic tree section. So we're gonna take the bike, because, well, you know, we're broke.
And because we did not wear like hiking clothes, because there is a shuttle, but it's not running yet.
Right.
So like jeans or cuts and all that. I don't really want to do like a 3-hour hike in jeans and stuff. Not very comfortable.
Right. The shuttle's supposed to be starting back up in March, but apparently it's running late this year due to snow conditions and stuff. So, yeah, we'll just take the Harley.
Starlight shines over you tonight, oh tonight, 'cause in the city night, she makes me see that I see the light, 'cause in the city night, she makes me see that I see the light.
Yeah, so those sequoia trees were quite a bit bigger than the other grove.
Oh, way bigger. My favorite was the grizzly giant.
Yeah, it was massive.
It was so big.
I mean, even the limbs on it were massive. The limbs on it were the size of like huge pine trees. It was crazy. Unfortunately, though, in January of this year, they had a huge windstorm come through there and destroy, what, 25?
It was like 25 of the large ones, and some of those trees that they lost were like hundreds of years old. They said.
Thousands even.
Or thousands, yeah. So we're like, you could take a shuttle up to it, and that's one of the other reasons why the shuttle's not running, is because the ranger station and the shuttle stop got destroyed, and so they were redoing that. It looked like it was pretty close to completion.
Yeah, it did. And part of the park was closed off. Part of the trail system was closed off
So you had to
because
do the road.
huge trees were down on the top of the trail,
yeah.
and it was a big mess, unfortunately.
So
but
they did have bathrooms at the top, though, kind of like porta potties, and they had like the washing stations outside, so they did have that, and that's where we sat and ate lunch, and it was beautiful,
really cool though. Definitely worth going to.
Never seen trees that big in my entire life, so. And the one you could walk through.
Yes, there was so. Earlier, I had put in about the big sequoias that you can drive a car through. Apparently, that one
got
destroyed a few years ago, and it's no longer. But we did get to walk through one that was pretty big. That was pretty neat.
That was pretty cool, yeah.
So lastly, we had something pretty significant happen to us, and
well, not directly to us, but we were a part of.
Right, exactly. And something that high emotions, adrenaline was running, and And when all is said and done, we were pretty happy and pretty proud of how things turned out. So
a major adrenaline rush.
Yeah. And anyway, just check this out.
So we were at the camp store for Thousand Trails, just picking up some snacks.
Yep.
And some guy came in saying that a vehicle went off the road about a mile or two down the road. His wife was an RN there, and they just needed some help. So the park initiated the 911 call, and we were on our e-bikes, so we paid for everything, and the lady said she'd leave it there, and we came on our e-bikes. And
it's only 2 miles from the store, so we made pretty quick time. Put the e-bikes in the highest setting, 5, and just rocketed here as fast as we could.
So I was a medic in the Air Force for 22 years, so I was already planning in my head like what to do.
Yep, exactly.
We got on scene. A nice couple of bystanders showed me a trail down. Jason took a different way down. I took the trail down, and he was sitting up.
Yeah, he's
talking.
a 76-year-old man, and he was coming from the park, heading home, and
got tired
and fell asleep. Went off this massive rock embankment. I'll show it to you as we're talking.
He was seatbelt on. I mean, he's alert, he's oriented, he's cracking jokes. He knew his wife's phone number.
Yeah.
The nurse pretty much had everything kind of handled, and there was like an off-duty park ranger guy that was down there, and he set off his SOS thing, he said, so that probably helped. With
couple fishermen saw it, but heck of an embankment. The car's totaled, obviously, and all the airbags went off, and there's just car parts and stuff everywhere. But
so Jason was at the bottom of the hill, and I came back up with one of the park rangers because he needed to do some traffic control. So we just kind of been communicating as things changed. We could tell the EMTs and paramedics, and they're all here. So now we're just going to make sure this guy gets.
It's amazing how, being in the military for so long, both of us, and of course Jennifer was the specialist at this medical stuff. I wasn't, but I did get training every single year, self-aid and buddy care training, CPR, every year. And when something like this happens, it just all comes back. It just kicks right in, and you just take off and go.
I was already thinking how to control bleeding, how to splint, and how to do all that stuff. But luckily, the nurse down there and the guy, luckily, he's, everything.
He was able,
Yeah, he was good. It looks like they're bringing down something. Jason, you pulled the fuse for the
I did.
horn.
The horn was going off when we got here, and it was super loud and, distracting to people that are trying to work and help this guy out. So, I just unplugged the wires going to the horn. They were exposed because the whole front of the car was pretty much gone. Yeah. So.
And lots of people stopped and helped.
Yes.
Tons of people.
Great community here.
And then now that the fire trucks and everything came, just the initial people that stopped.
And where we're at compared to where the ambulance had to come from is Groveland, where we went grocery shopping the other day. So you're talking 20-25 minute dispatch time from Groveland to here. So they did make great time. They made good time while we stabilized him and asked him all kinds of questions.
Yep, he's hopefully can have a good recovery. I think he's got some broken ribs. It looks like they're clearing a trail.
Yep. So
looks like they're gonna clear the trail out to carry the litter up. So
you just never know what a day of full-time RV living is gonna produce.
But now I'm gonna get a medikit for my e-bike.
Yeah, there you go. That's one thing we didn't have.
And we need to put one in the motorcycle too.
Yeah. One thing we didn't have is a medical kit for the e-bikes or the motorcycle. So
got one in the camper.
Now we're going
Stuff happens at the campground, but probably need one in our vehicles for when we're out and about. Right. So you just never know.
Glad this had a happy ending.
Thanks.
So as far as we know, the gentleman, he's alive, survived. I believe he was in the hospital. Can't really find much, like we said, because our Wi-Fi is bad here. But he was alert and oriented, and being the medic, he learned oriented times 3. They had the C-spine stuff. I probably did maybe have a punctured lung, broken ribs, but
I think punctured lung. He was having a hard time breathing, taking deep breaths. So
his guardian angel was definitely on his side, because it doesn't even look like he stopped. He just fell asleep and right over the edge.
Right over the edge.
So after we got done, coming up and all that, I looked down and plus on my way up with the ranger's like, "Oh, you should know that there's tons of rattlesnakes out here." So On my way down this trail, I just went down. I was in shorts, like I was in my lounge shorts, like my
Right.
campground
You were
lounge
just
wear.
going to the store to get some snacks.
I didn't even have on like the best of shoes. I just kind of But you know, at the time it didn't matter. Now when I got back, my legs were all scratched up. I mean, nothing serious, just from like branches and stuff.
Yeah, because adrenaline was going. You're
Adrenaline
just
was going, and
get to them as fast as you can.
Well,
you
then
know.
I made sure I didn't have any like little critters hanging all over me or anything. And
Right.
Jason, you went down like the rock face.
Yeah. It was just tried to make a beeline to the guy as fast as I could. And
So the trail that I went down and then brought the ranger back up on is the one you could hear the chainsaw. They were actually like clearing out all the brush for the guy to.
yeah, they had to
do
clear
that.
it out just to get him back up the hill with the stretcher.
Yeah.
So.
And then today we actually went by where the car went over and it's gone. So
Yeah, the wrecker's already got it.
yeah,
so
the
it's
wrecker's
good.
already got it. So I'm
So
glad.
hopefully he's fine. He's recovering. He's from San Francisco, and hopefully he's doing great. We hope he is.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So could have been a lot worse. In my mind, I had pictured a lot worse things, but
Right. We didn't even know what we were getting into when we showed up to the car because
No.
it was just a mangled mess. We didn't know if this guy was going to be alive or dead or what.
yeah, this guy just said it was really bad and they needed all the help they could get, and so we just went.
So very glad and very grateful that turned out the way it did.
Yes. All right, so that kind of ends this week's video.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you feel up to it, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Hit the like button, share with your friends, share with everybody you know.
Yes, because sharing is caring.
And until next week, safe travels.
Safe travels, everyone.